All right, guys. How are you on this Thursday? I thought I would randomly pop on and work a little bit more on this piece. It's going to take a while. So Matt is here with me.
Hello.
And we started it yesterday. You can kind of see, sorry, different side. You can kind of see a little bit of this crazy hot mess back base coat that we have going on. I'm going to kind of move that a little bit further and carry this around onto the side today. I would say this piece is about, Matt, how tall? How tall?
Oh, it's about, No,
don't talk like that.
It's about 80 inches.
It's about 80 inches? No, it's taller than that.
Okay.
It's more like 92.
All righty.
And 92. Doesn't that sound right? Hi guys. I'm going to work a little bit more on this piece. I had some time. I got my work done early enough to where I thought I would work a little bit more on it. The colors that I started with yesterday are all from DIY Paint. This is crinoline and this is cake batter. And then I kind of brought it down with Queen Bee and Fire Starter, then Kissing Booth, and then some Hay Sailor down on the bottom, which I'll give you help you to take a look in just a minute. Hey guys, I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to work a little bit further on it. I'm calling this piece Summer Moon because my summer series right now is Under the Boardwalk. And so I was just kind of imagining like a big, bright, bold, full moon here, all right? And then I'm kind of imagining like some sunset and then like the deep dark blue ocean. Okay, I don't know, that's just what I'm coming up with. So I am starting back with exactly what I did yesterday. I have loaded my VIP brush from Paint Pixie with cake batter and the crinoline. And hi guys, how are you? I'm so glad you're here. Love Summer Moon. Thanks, Pebble. How are you? Thanks. Okay, and I don't need any water just yet. I'm just going to put a base coat on, guys. This is the ugly stage. I'm going to show you guys that I go through this as well to get where I prefer it, but I got to go through this to get there, okay? So I could do a solid base coat all over the piece.
I don't really call it the ugly stage.
What do you call it?
I call it, oh my gosh, why did you just do that stage? That's what I call it.
Well, you're so dramatic. I mean, when you say, oh my goodness, why did you do that? It's kind of dramatic, but.
I'm just saying.
I mean, don't you think you're being really dramatic?
Not really, no.
So there was a particular wardrobe that back in our other house, I was painting out in the garage and I was using red and green and blue and mint chip and bright yellow. And I was putting it on this piece and he comes out and he grabs the baseball bucket full of baseballs. Okay. And he sits there and he gets off work and he's sitting there. He's just staring at me. And I'm like, I'm wanting him to go inside because I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just playing around and he's just sitting there and he's like, and he's not saying a word, but I'm like, are you going to say anything? And he's like, no, I'm not.
Sometimes best left unsaid.
But you were just watching me. I know that I could do a solid color base coat, but when I go back and do wet sanding or I use a little bit of water and I want to pull some of the color underneath, I want it to be more interesting than just one solid color. Mine says things like, it looked better before.
Oh, Lolly.
Aw. Well,
I think I've said that, or at least if I haven't said it, I have thought it.
Matt knows I'm super sensitive.
Yeah.
My skin has thickened over the years, but when I first started doing things like this, that was not something you should say to me. And I'm glad that he didn't because it could have stepped me up. It could have tripped me up a little bit. So I'm very grateful for that.
We got Alice on here tonight.
Hi, Miss Alice.
Jeanette Major. We have Lance Howell on here tonight.
Hello.
We have Beauty. Olivia Gonzalez.
Let's get some yeller. Let's do it. Okay, so back to the Queen Bee and the Fire Starter.
Carla Leeson says hello,
awesome.
Dionne.
Hi, Carla.
Tammy McLeod. I'm not saying that right.
McLeod.
No, it's
McLeod.
McLeod or. Yeah, that's right. Kristen's CPAC.
Guys, I'm just pouring this out onto my tray so I can load my brush with both colors on there. What are you guys up to? Please tell. What are you guys up to?
Is everybody burning up from the heat? Has it gotten to that point yet where our wonderful northern states are starting to heat up?
We Saturday we get to have 105. Be jealous. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, by the way, I'm going live tonight. Forgot to tell you. I'm so sorry. Albuquerque is in 3 digits. They've been there and they're hanging out there a little bit longer. Woo! We have high humidity. About 9 o'clock, we're supposed to have a thunderstorm. So here in 30 minutes, we're supposed to have thunderstorm. Sorry, Michelle. I love you.
It's Karen G said 91 in Massachusetts. I really didn't think it ever got past like 85 in Massachusetts.
You didn't?
I really didn't.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. Did you know that we were originally supposed to be in Massachusetts next week? So we would have been warm. I didn't know that.
I would have been going up there. I've kind of been up there a little bit mad, maybe. I'd like be sweating.
We did that when we went to Chicago. We had no idea in August Chicago was going to be a scorcher. We were not happy about that going to the Cubs game.
Yeah, and I think they said it was unreasonably hot.
They did. They did. It was the year that they won the World Series. How about some baseball, guys? Are we going to get any baseball at all, Matt?
They're trying.
Are they?
Yeah, they're doing inter-squad scrimmages right now for professionals.
All right.
And so they're going to try to make it work. So we'll see.
All right. That's good. I hadn't asked you in a week or two. Guys, I am adding Queen Bee and Fire Starter.
Julie, well, she's in PA. Just got home from a 9-year-old's baseball game that got called off due to a thunderstorm. Well, we're glad you're going to get some rain.
Yep.
Stay safe, though.
Rain sounds good. Hope we get actually a little bit of that tonight in the next few hours.
91 in Austin right now. Today it wasn't that bad. This afternoon got a little sticky, but we had clouds, seemed like, this morning, and now they're starting to move back in. I think we have thunderstorms moving in this evening. Is that right?
So yeah, I was just telling them we have a storm coming in 30 minutes.
You did already say that?
Yep.
I really need to start paying attention to you a little bit more.
It's almost comical. Like, we were just having this discussion at dinner. He and I were sitting at the table, and he said something, and I said, no. Every single time we're on, you ask me a question that I literally just answered because he can't read and listen to you guys and answer you guys and listen to me.
I'm a guy. I can't multitask.
No, it's fine. Like, I'm not even picking on you. It's just the reality. I'm not picking on you at all. I'm just so grateful.
That whole multitasking thing.
I know, because I feel like I could, but I'm wondering if you will come and paint this and I will do the questions and see if I can pay attention to you.
Oh, you'll be paying
You can't
really
mess
close.
up this space coat, bro.
You would be paying really close attention.
You can come do this. Wanna?
We will set that up.
Oh my gosh, what are you not wearing your favorite shirt?
I'm in my swimsuit.
Well, you have a shirt on. He's getting ready to go swimming. He's getting ready to do his exercises. Right after this, he's like, 30 minutes, right? And I'm like, 30 minutes. All right, you be a chicken over there, Woods.
Oh no, there's no chicken. There's no chicken over here. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Michelle Jean, we used the VIP for the first time today, and it was a game changer. Just straight beautiful.
You did. You used it. It's fantastic. I've got 6 of them because I'm obsessed. I used 3 on this piece. But what we'll do now is we will take it down. Actually, I'm going to get a little bit more of the yellow in the fire starter, the Queen Bee. And I think I'm going to pull, like, see, I'm trying to do the moon. I think I'm going to pull this back up a little bit more on this side. I think I will. I'm doing it on an angle. Guys, I'm just kind of, you know how like you'll draw out something and then it works as like an outline. This is kind of like an outline. So I'm giving myself visually where I want to put my final colors, and I'm working it into my base coat. So I am going to keep this lighter, you know, but I'm going to also be using different colors. Michelle, will you post the colors that I've been using so far? Actually, she might be on YouTube. Oh no, that was Facebook. Okay. So I'm going to pull that back up just a little bit.
What? Male model Matt from The Price is Right is not camera ready?
I'm telling you.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. It doesn't take long for me to get in the, prepared for that, model.
Well, then what do
role.
you got to do there? You're in a t-shirt and your
Who's
swimsuit.
gonna answer all the questions?
I said we'll switch spots.
I mean, I don't. These people need me here.
Excuses.
It's like I'm holding the front
He's
line.
scared.
If one person goes back, they could rush through. We could
He's
miss.
scared,
We
guys.
could miss a bunch of questions.
Yeah, that would just be the end of the world. That's okay, Woods. One of these days you're going to paint a piece of furniture. And
You can't even get me to paint the walls.
we're going to see exactly what that might look
I tell you what, it would be a beautiful black piece.
like. Boring.
It would be so pretty.
How boring. All right, so I'm going to start in with the fuchsia, the kissing booth right here. Okay. And I feel like I'm going to be working on this piece every day for the next couple of weeks. It's so big and it's going to take a while, I know for sure, to get it where I really want it to be. It's going to be really good when it's done. Like, I'm not going to stop until we get it to be, well, summer moon. And like I said, I don't really know what that's going to, I don't know. I just see a moon, huge full moon over the water with like the dock, kind of like an outline of a dock, and possibly like a Ferris wheel in the background. I don't know. How much paint do you go through on one piece? Not much at all, Lori. I really don't go through much at all. I just use the little sample jars, and the paint just goes so far. The pigment is so intense, I don't use very much.
Jennifer McKee, sometime can we see you load the 6-inch brush with 2 colors up close?
Oh, yeah. Jennifer, I've done that in some of the tutorials in the Creative Connection for sure. I've definitely done that, but I can do that here just in a second.
Michelle's, I think she's typing like crazy.
Atta girl.
Michelle is on it.
All right, so I'm putting the kissing booth, and then I'm going to come in.
So
with
is
some
Lolly, doing a great job.
You guys, thank you. Thanks for the help, ladies.
So anyway, it's not too hot. I found out the temperature in my pool today is 89.
89. The water feels like bath water.
It's a little
All
warm.
right, so you guys right here, Jennifer, I want you to look at the orange and the yellow. So I have them side by side where they're overlapping, and then I'm just touching them like this, and I'm going over a little bit to the right and a little bit over to the left. I'm going back and forth to load my brush that way. And then it looks like that. Okay.
Got Janet from Another Planet showing up.
Hey, girl. All right, and now I'm gonna get the navy, and I'm gonna bring the camera down just a little bit. Yeah, Angie, a 92 is a little bit warm, starting to get toasty.
Hers is 92. So I looked at it today and I was like, that seems a little warm. So I actually Googled, I Googled it up. I got on the line and I started typing in
Hang on, guys.
in that Google thing, and I said, I did a search for normal temperature for pools, right?
Yep.
And it kind of went through this whole Olympic pool temperature and all this great stuff, and I'm like, okay, I don't have a Olympic pool, so it doesn't matter. I'm not swimming competitions, it's just me out there trying to keep my head above water. So get to a little bit more digging, and I found that anywhere from 80 to 90 is the optimal range for pools.
And yours is 82.
89.
89. So you're good.
Yeah, but I don't like it. It's not.
Too
I mean,
warm
it's,
for
it's
you?
okay if you're like swimming at like at 3 o'clock in the morning, but it seems a little warm.
Because it's so hot outside. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So I basically was just trying to figure out how to cool it down.
You want to cool down the water?
Yeah. Can you guess how you cool a pool down? There are several ways.
Tell me this fun fact.
I got some fun facts for you. Ice. They literally said put ice in the pool.
Put ice in the
Yeah.
pool? No.
So for like I think it was like a 20,000 gallon pool, you put like 8,500 pounds of ice in it
No.
to cool it down 10 degrees.
No.
I'm like, okay, that's not an option.
No.
They said empty the pool and then refill it. And I said, okay, that's.
And you
that's
said
kinda
that?
cool. Yeah, I said, no, I'm not really going to do that either. They said set up little water fountains that shoot water in the pool, helps cool it down. So we're going to try that out.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions? What I was working on was I did the front yesterday. This is just a base coat, so I still have another side over there, but it's a little bit too complicated to switch this thing. So the colors. Hi guys, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. You can see that it's lighter in this area right here. Pretend it's your moon. And then this is the glow. And then the water is at the bottom. That's my vision a little bit. Alice, I'm glad you're here. Make sure you drink water. My daughter, oh yeah. I am the water, what do you call me? Like, I have sticky notes written on the kitchen, grab your water. I fill up Holden's thing and I stick water, I stick his glove in the handle outside. I mean, I'm the water Nazi. Like, take your water, don't forget to drink your water. Okay. So I'm going to actually get a little bit of the crinoline. And what I want to do is start hitting some of the edges. Excuse me, not edges. I want to get in here on some of this trim, and the perfect brush to do this is the French tip. This is from Paint Pixie. I'm going to get in here with the crinoline, and I'm just going to kind of shove it in all of these grooves here. And since this is the base coat, you cannot mess this up. Please don't worry too much about brush strokes. I mean, you don't want like drips or anything like that. But when we come back in the next coat, we're going to add in water. We're going to be spraying with the Water Girl. And it's going to help to level out the texture and the brush strokes. And we're just kind of filling all of that in there. It was really hard for me to grab a white shade. But I wanted this piece to really glow. I want it to be really something special since it's so, it's just such a gorgeous piece. I did this once before and named it Antoinette. And you can actually watch that replay on the playlist on YouTube called Antoinette. I think there are 8 videos. So this is just a little bit time consuming, but only because it's such a big piece of furniture. Matthew, did you go to sleep?
I'm just letting you visit a little bit.
All right. Thank you, babe.
Do you need me to do play-by-play for you?
No, sir. You're
Okay.
all right.
All right. You just let me know when you're ready.
I want you to come paint.
I will.
I'm going to take the night off and just read questions.
We'll have to get, well, you've got some pieces out there I could probably get into.
Okay, all right.
We could have a furniture paint off.
You always want to compete with me.
That's what gets me going.
You want to compete with me
Yeah.
for furniture painting?
Super easy. I taught you everything you know.
Bring it, young man.
I taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything that I know. You see what I mean?
My gosh. I have to dunk you in the pool. All right, so I'm just going to continue doing this until all of this crinoline is gone. Just going to kind of do the same thing. I'm going to do that on all the areas before I come back in with the second coat. I don't know why, but I thought of saltwater taffy looking at this piece. Oh, really? You know what? We named that piece that we gave away saltwater taffy with the green and stuff. So I love that. She'll use old school as one of her colors if you compete. I will. I will. Say hi to my sister, Janet Fowler. Who's your sister?
Melissa, do you find if you don't let the base coat dry enough, it pulls when you add more paint? How long do you normally let your base coat dry?
My base coat with DIY will be dry in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So I never have that issue because it's always dry. It dries so fast. In the winter time, I have maybe a little bit slower drying time, but never more than an hour. That's one of the reasons why you see me with a water bottle in my hand, because the water evaporates so quickly because of the porous in the clay. It's so porous, and so it evaporates faster. So the water reactivates it and helps it hold moisture and helps you reapply, et cetera, et cetera. But
Passionate pigment, great idea. We'll probably do that.
What is it, Tanya?
She said you should tape a piece 1/4 and 3/4. Let Dionne paint the 3/4 and Matt paint the 1/4 colors of choice. So you paint 3/4 of the piece. I only paint 1/4 of it.
Well, can you paint like the back side?
The side that they're not going to see. I'll paint the top and the bottom.
Can you paint the back and the underneath side? No, I'm totally kidding. I am challenging you to this there, big stuff. You think you want to paint with me? Well, let's go. So I'm just kind of finishing this out and there's a lot of trim here. There's a lot of hardware, and I'm actually painting the hardware of this piece. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Because this is the base coat, I'm covering all of the wood area, and so I have to still do the other side that you don't see around the corner here. But turning this right now at this point is going to be a little challenging, so I'm not going to do that. But we have crinoline, we have cake batter. It's like that creamy yellow. Then we have queen bee, and we have fire starter. And then right down there, we brought in some kissing booth and some Hey Sailor, and the goal for this piece is called Summer Moon from my On the Boardwalk series. So I'm trying to do things that are summery and kind of related to like the carnival, that type of thing. Just the base coat. We've got a lot of work to do. So just join me back. I won't be here on tomorrow. Might be here Saturday, but for sure on Sunday, you all. Matthew, anything else?
Derek said that's a great looking armoire, Dionne. Only going to look better when you're finished. Julie Milstead, I have not used the DIY paint yet. Will water clean your brushes?
Yes, sure will. That's what I use. I just use soap and water on my brushes.
Jennifer Searles Thomas, you will school Matt with some old school.
Boom.
Nice wordplay. I
nice,
like that.
Girlfriend.
Diane, is your home as colorful as we imagine? I hope so.
We do have a lot of color. The walls are all like a light, very, very light shade of bluish aqua color. But as you can imagine, I have several pieces of painted furniture, and I have a few orange chairs, I have a few royal blue velvet chairs. I have a light blue velvet sofa. And then we have some other neutral pieces, so it stays pretty balanced. But I have some, hey Q, I also have some vintage pieces that I've been hanging on to for years and years. I'm not ready to let go of.
Jennifer Mackie. Something. Sorry. Did you sketch this out first?
Did I sketch it? No. Well, this is kind of my sketch. Like, this is sketching for me. This is the base coat, so I'm kind of sketching out my color combinations as I stand back and kind of look at it. So I would say this is actually the sketch. Is there gold? Nope, there's no gold yet. We will have gold though. I have lots of gold shimma on here. This is just kind of the base coat sketch. And so, yeah, we're sketching, but we're doing it with a brush, making sure we cover all the wood.
Oh, Janet, this is my sister, Stephanie Schrader.
Hi, Stephanie.
I hope I said that right. If
Sister.
I didn't, she made a comment. Okay, first time here from Amarillo. Amarillo's in the house tonight, honey.
Amarillo.
Stephanie's in the house.
Welcome. I'm glad you're here hanging out with us, and we love your sister.
She's pretty awesome. It's Janet from another planet.
All right. So all I'm going to do, I feel like I'm boring you guys to death. I'm just going to keep doing that. What I really love more than anything is the top of this piece, that emblem up here. Check it. Right there. I am going to load that thing up with so much color and so much texture. It's going to be good. It's going to be so good.
Karen Brown, do you remember painting the hutch/cabinet with painted window? Just wondering.
Do you remember painting the hutch with the painted window? Karen, painted glass doors. Do I remember it?
It was the one. It was
the red one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one. It's not sold. It's in the garage. I do remember it.
Steampunk, said Lolly Lolly.
Yeah, it's a steampunk. Yeah. Love the floral canvas sheet. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Lolly Lolly says Amarillo
by morning.
That's it. That's all that song. Do you know the rest of it?
I'll be there.
No,
I'll be
something.
home.
I'll be coming.
I'll be what?
I'll be coming up from San Antonio.
Lost my wife and a girlfriend.
Yep. Somewhere along the way.
That's a sad song.
I'll be looking for it when they pull that gate.
Yours in a fake voice. I was born there. Amarillo, says Q. That's right. Yep. That was it. Up from San Antonio. There's my brother finishing it off. The blue floral paintings have been, oh, thanks, Amy. Thank you so much. Do you know the best ever country song?
Patsy Cline.
Patsy Cline? Which one?
I don't know. Any of them. Pick one.
Blue. Blue.
What about who's my favorite country singer?
Alison Krauss.
Yes. She seems like an angel.
Yes, she does, actually. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. He's got to go exercise. I'm going to stay on the side and watch. Just kidding. I'm actually going to go walk Abby. So you guys have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with us, and thank you for being so kind and considerate and using all of your nice words. You don't have to call me darling. A boy named Sue. No, bub. Hope that judge ain't blind. Crazy. Crazy. I'm crazy for feeling so blue.
No, the one with the dog, your mom, a truck, train, etc. Nice job,
John, my green tractor, my big green tractor. That's the one. All right, you all take care. Good night, and we will see you in a day or two. All right.
See ya.